On today's episode of Wrong Side, Jake steps in for Joey as Joey heads to Canada for a week, and Jake checks in from Minnesota. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the NBA champions. What does that mean for the rest of the league? The outlook of Hallie and the Pacers and where they go from here. Baseball update with a college baseball champion crowned in Omaha as LSU took down Coastal Carolina, and a quick look at the MLB draft coming up. Golf as Keegan Bradley dethrones Tommy Fleetwood in a massive choke artist on 18. Clutch moment of the week brought to you by Shore Metals and Outside the Line. In a world full of champions, we find ourselves on the wrong side. Welcome back, Wrong Siders. Today is June 25th. Thank you guys for listening. No Joey this week. He's heading to Canada for a week. We won't have an episode next week for July 4th, but we wanted to get one more in. And always going to our most reliable sixth man off the bench, Jake Sharber, subbing in for Joey. Jake, how's it been going? What's going on in Minnesota? What have you been doing out there?
Happy to be here. Happy to always fill in. Doing a decent amount out here in Minnesota. I'm working for the 3M Open PGA Tour sanctioned event. We actually follow the British Open, so that's kind of a cool but hard tournament to follow with. I am the partner services and pro AM intern. Basically, what that means is I'm working with our partners that we work with, from our Amazons to our Pepsis, but also working with the amateurs and celebrities that are going to be playing it within our pro AM. But also outside of the job, I've been working on the golf game a little bit, learning, definitely trying some new things in the kitchen, cooking a lot more, and working out a ton.
Awesome. Okay. So it's going well. How has it been being in Minnesota? Obviously not at home. You kind of
Right.
were only home for a couple weeks, but now you're a full internship in a new city. It's not even like you're doing an internship in Columbus where, you kind of know the lay of the land. You're in a full new city. How has that been? What's the experience been like?
Experience has definitely been a lot different. Definitely some adjusting for me. Definitely different than Columbus. It's definitely like I have basically gone to a new college all over again, with not knowing that many people. But also, it's kind of like, it's a big stepping stone for me. Kind of some growing up for me to do, making my own food. Keeping my place clean all the time, going to a job, things like that. It's definitely weird. Definitely kind of lonely.
Yeah, no, that happens, especially in the summertime when back home people are hanging out and Columbus people are hanging out and you're kind of just off doing your own thing. But it's a good experience. I never did one in an unknown city. I did one in Columbus, obviously, but I had been there working for the Blue Jackets for a year at that point, so it wasn't like completely crazy. And, I came home for an internship with COVID and everything. I didn't get a summer. Every summer I didn't have an internship. But other than that, has it been fun? Have you enjoyed it? What's the weather like? How have you gotten better, worse, same in golf?
Here's the thing. Well, let's see, where am I going to start? I am enjoying it out here. Don't get me wrong. I am enjoying it. It's definitely different. The job is definitely a little bit different than what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it, and we're only like 4 weeks away from tournament week. So it's really gonna ramp up here really fast. So it's gonna get a lot more exciting. Um, Golf game, I would say it's a little bit better, but kind of the same still. Um, It's definitely different. The courses are definitely a lot harder out here.
Oh,
But I've
okay.
played some fun. But I've played some fun ones. But you know, it's nice because I've really only had to pay like a high. The most I've really paid for like one round, I think, out here was like 40, $50 was like the most I ever paid for a round. Most of my rounds have been like 30 to 25 and a couple complimentary
Okay.
rounds from the company. So it's nice.
And you have a fun one at the end of the summer, right?
I have two fun ones, yeah. So after tournament week, that following Monday on July 28th, I'll get to play TPC Twin Cities in tournament conditions with the tournament build still up. So definitely that's still pressure on. And then a couple days later, I'll play Royal Golf Club, which is a private club put on by the guy who owns the company that I work for.
Nice. Okay, very fun. I don't know if you saw, but Dad played Monterey yesterday or today, and they even stopped at Pebble Beach. So I don't know if you
They
saw
did,
that.
yes. Yes, they did stop
So
at Pebble Beach, and I think there's some merchandise coming my way.
all right, all right. Yeah, the golf itch is there. Like I kind of got into it right at the end of the California life before I moved, and even yesterday or this morning, I don't know what it was, but I was trying to look for like a local driving range, something like go hit the balls. It's pretty far. There's not one very close. Like you kind of got to go
Yeah.
deep into a suburb, probably like 8-10 miles, and you could
Oh,
take a
wow.
train, I guess, that way, but it's kind of difficult, so you kind of have to Uber. So yeah, I don't know the next time I'll be able to swing a golf club, which is a bummer, but that's good. Okay, everything's going well. Busy, you're working, you're enjoying it. That's good to hear. Another college experience, just another college experience, just
Yeah,
another
just
thing.
another college experience for sure. Definitely just
Great thing for the resume. Great thing to have to talk about. All positives.
exactly. All positive.
Ex- all positives. But that's great. Good to know you're surviving out there. Everything's going well. In the sports world, though, big weekend. Sunday night, the game started fun, and few minutes in, it turned into a disaster for the Indiana Pacers, and Halliburton coming back, playing through that calf strain, and seems to be that the calf strain might be the new, hey, you should really sit out with a calf strain. And I think Kendrick Perkins even said it in a podcast or an
Yep,
episode of
he
First
did.
Take once. But unfortunately, the worst news, he could have a torn Achilles after I think he had like 9 points in like 7 minutes. Like he was playing really well. Like he was shooting the ball well, facilitating well. Everything was going well, and then obviously he makes that cut to the left, and down he goes, and it was disheartening. And I heard a lot of stories about the air being sucked out of the building, and there's nothing to take away from OKC, and they're a great team, champions. Alex Caruso, 2 rings, like
Yeah.
nothing to take away with at all from that team. But just a bummer for Indiana. But OKC wins it. They win their first ring. They had not Steph. They had KD, Russ, and Harden. Didn't win. Lost in the finals. Never made it back. Sam Presti been there since '07. Really did the long process. Like probably people were saying, don't do this. But a great run. Arguably one of the most winning teams. I'm not going to say one of the best teams. One of the most winning teams in history with 68 wins in the regular season, another 16 in the playoff. So great season, great win. Thoughts on the end of the series? Thoughts on the future of both teams? What do you think?
I think, yeah, just starting off, I mean, definite, like, thoughts and prayers go out to Halliburton and his Achilles. That was just sad to see. I mean, the guy was so, I mean, he made some sort of deal with the devil in those first few games of the series, and I think that luck ran out towards the end. Because I mean, he goes down and everything goes sideways for them. I mean, they were up a point at the half, but I think we knew that Oklahoma City wasn't going to let that happen, especially home court advantage in with their fan base, especially with everyone wearing the t-shirts.
Your favorite?
My favorite. Everyone was wearing the t-shirts, so I mean, yeah, I think everyone really played a part in that Oklahoma City offense and defense. Everyone looked great. I think what really for the future is them. I'm not gonna say they're gonna repeat It's very hard to repeat, but I definitely see them going back to at least the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, they're a great team. I agree. I think they're a great team. They have a chance to repeat. Obviously, they're a team that I think can do it. They didn't really go on a fluke run. We talked about it a few weeks ago, Joey and I. I don't really know what they do with all these picks now. They're going to come to a point where SGA is going to get extended. J Dub's going to get, or Jalen Williams, not J Dub. Jalen Williams, J Williams, not J Dub. J Dub had 3 points, but Jalen Williams is going to get extended. Chet obviously might get a good contract. AC is on kind of a teamish friendly deal. I don't really know what they do with all these picks. They're going to have to find a way to potentially build their roster, maybe see if someone can waive a trade clause, come to OKC. Maybe if they see the vision now, it's more admirable, it's more interesting.
Right.
But I don't really know what they do. I know they have 2 first-round picks this Wednesday for the draft, and they just won the title, which is crazy. But they're a very good team who could stick around for a while, very young team. I don't know if they're going to – I'm not guaranteeing a repeat, obviously, but I would guarantee they're here to stay for a little bit.
No, definitely here to stay, and they're just such a young team, strong team. Very kind of, I feel like, unique team. I feel like Chet being their, like, forward/center, like, he's so skinny and, like, there's not a lot of – he's not a, like, big, bulky guy. Like, he's kind of a skinny, like, agile, like, very athletic type of player. Very unique from most centers to power forwards.
I actually thought he struggled for the most part during this series, but 5 blocks in Game 7, you can't really beat that. He played well. Team looked like they came together. It looked like, with how young they were, nobody knew how to drink on the team, which was kind of funny.
Or open a bottle.
Or open a bottle, but very interesting to see. New champions. Been a hot topic. I know you wanted to talk about that.
Yes, we got, in the last 7 years of the NBA Finals, we've had 7 different NBA champions. That means the game is definitely changing and going over from the old regime to the new regime.
I'm pretty sure I heard that Adam Silver has crowned his 9th champion, and
Correct.
David Stern has
9th.
David Stern crowned 8 in his entire tenure.
That's correct, yeah. And Adam Silver only started in 2014, and we've already had 9 different champions, which is so awesome.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think there's other people that won't say it's great. They like when the teams dominate, but I think the parity helps. I think it's good. I think it keeps it fresh, grows other markets. I think Indiana versus OKC was seen as this small market who wants to watch this anyway series. And I saw it was the most Game 7 watched in a while, like a long time, like a lot of viewership. It was very, very good. So that was incredible. Along with that, with all that going on, what do you think about Indiana? What do you think about them? How do you feel? Like, is there a way they can get better? They're not going to have Hallie next year.
They're not having Hallie.
No Hallie. Turner's a free agent. Obviously, I think they're going to bring back Turner.
He'll bring back Turner. I think you got to go get somebody in this free agent class who I don't personally off the top of my head know who's a free agent this year. Mm-hmm. But you have to go get somebody off that free agent class and possibly make a somewhat of a splash in the draft. I know they probably have a late first round and then 1 second round pick, but you got to be able to build that team back up, especially with no Halliburton next year.
Yeah, no facilitator. Looking at obviously, there's the big ones like LeBron. Like, he's not going anywhere. Like, you have some big names. We'll see what happens with Naz Reid. I'm pretty sure Steven Adams was the number 1 center on the block, but he is going to be already re-signed. So I don't know if that's a position of need for them. But they're going to need scorers. They're going to need people like that can play well. And I will say, with the injury, with everything that happened, Nembhard, Naismith, they played well. They played hard. And Miles Turner played okay. Will never figure out how you're 7 feet tall and can't grab 10 rebounds a game. I understand.
Chet it doesn't make sense.
But yeah, very fascinating to watch. A great series. The draft is this week, which is crazy that it comes up so fast after the season ends.
Before you go to the draft, I got a couple questions for you. Number one, ahead. Did you see? I thought it was very funny. I think this is how you say it. Isaiah Hartenstein. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah. His son passed out on the stage.
I did slumped.
So cute. Also, question: thoughts on the finals hats? I kind of
I
like.
I I saw a lot of hate for them,
I kind of
but
liked
I
them.
I don't know. I heard mixed reviews. Like everyone said, some people said it was lazy. I liked the all black. I thought it was
The
nice.
all black was nice. I
Um,
like the golf style. I thought it was kind of cool.
yeah. I think it was mixed. I'm not pro or anti it, but should be very interesting. But yeah, this Hartenstein, I think he's actually gonna be on PMT on Wednesday, so we'll see if they're on the show together. But yeah, the draft coming up. With the draft, I'll loop in a little small free agent talk as well. It's the Cooper Flag draft, I would say. Obviously, we all know this is the Cooper Flag draft. This is the one that he Dallas backstage deal for it, and I'm very excited to see it. I wonder who the Sixers are going to take. It seems like I'm pretty sure it's Ace Bailey is like
Ace
not working
Bailey.
out for anybody. He's
Correct.
like
Yeah.
sitting out. He's not doing anything. Like
Shadur
he's
Bailey.
he's like holding out and should be very very interesting. Lakers no first round pick. I don't think the Warriors have one either.
No first round pick.
But a lot of young players, a lot of good players. How can they help these teams? How can the Thunder get better? How can teams get better? Stuff like that. Uh, on this outside of the draft, Game 7 couldn't go without just being a little dramatic on the outskirts.
Never.
At Fanatics Fest, Kevin Durant on stage, probably already knew, finds out it breaks that he'd be traded to the Houston Rockets. Thoughts? Thought the return was terrible, in my
I
opinion.
thought it was a really bad return.
But what did you think? Let me get
Really
the full
bad.
details.
I think really bad return. I thought it was very cool that he is going back to Texas, in the Texas area to play. Obviously, played college basketball there. I think it's kind of weird him going to play for the Rockets. Kind of just to me, kind of feels weird. Doesn't fit. Did see today on PMT he completed his rainbow NBA
No,
rainbow.
but I think it's fake. I think they said fake rainbow. No,
Oh, fake rainbow?
because they said he wore like two different jerseys, like two jerseys of the same teams. They were just different colors. I heard.
Oh, okay. So I'm wrong on that one. But I think it's weird. I mean, yeah, he's 34, 35 years old. He's still amazing. And him and Şengün are going to be a pretty scary duo together.
They're a lengthy team. They're gonna have a lot of size for sure.
Definitely have a lot of size. I think it's going to be interesting, but I don't. Who knows? It's a new team. He's going to have to learn how to play with other guys. What do you think?
He's bounced around a lot. It's enough already, I think. While we're watching this, I think Alex Cora has just been thrown out of the game. A little Michael Schneider matchup. Oh, they're yelling. It's heavy. But I don't know. You got Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the 10th pick in the draft, and 5 second rounders. I saw a rumor today that the Timberwolves were offering him.
And the Heat.
And the Timberwolves trade was insane. And this guy's saying the Cavs offered Garland in a trade. I saw it was like Gobert and DiVincenzo and others and a first round pick. Pat Riley declines. Heat would include Jaime Jaquez, Jovic, Haywood Highsmith, the number 20 pick, and other draft assets. Like, I just don't believe that was the best deal they can get. They got Kevin Durant and they gave up like Cam Johnson, that whole package to Brooklyn.
Right.
On the other side, then they flip Durant for arguably worse players. I don't know about worse. I think Jalen Green can go up and down. But Dylan Brooks is a role player. Who knows what number 10 is in this draft? I think there's that. But, I mean, it's a big trade. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it'll stick. I think the size is there. I think they're going to be fun to watch. But he is getting older. And he's had some injuries. And we'll see what happens.
I think he's definitely getting old. We'll see if he's able to, play all 82 games. And I know he won't. Obviously, injuries and length of season gets to any player. But, who knows? We'll see what happens. It's going to be weird to see him wearing red. It's going to be weird.
In the spirit of OKC, too, he's the third one to play for Houston.
They've
all played for Houston. Yeah, they in the spirit of Houston or OKC, they've all played for they've all played for them. So that I thought
They
was
really
like very
have.
funny.
So it's definitely weird to
Um,
see. Do you think he's going to go back to 35, or do you think he'll stay with 7?
I have no clue. I have no clue. He lives in his own world, and he was getting into it today with Acho. I saw. Um,
And
but yeah,
Boogie.
very and Buggy. Yeah, but NBA wrapped up, and when that happens, we go right into the dawn days of summer and baseball. Quick baseball update. I'll give it. LSU sweeps Coastal Carolina. 2-0 in the championship series in Omaha. National champions, 6 straight SEC teams winning a title. Did you watch any of the game? Were you caught up at all during this week?
I was watching actually a good amount. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching during work during the College World
It's all right.
Series. Stayed up to date. I thought it was really odd that the Coastal coach got tossed. I thought that was kind of a soft
Yeah,
move on
yeah.
the ump.
Who
He was
fell?
just asking. Yeah, and then fell. But yeah, I was watching. I mean, I figured after game 1 that there was not going to be a game 3.
Okay.
LSU kind of dominated. And yeah, I mean, that's really all you can really say is they just dominated and they continue to dominate. I mean, what, second title in 4 years, 3 years?
Yeah, the Skeens won when he was there.
So yeah, I mean, I watched. It's a little bit. I would say it's a little more weird watching College World Series this year than last year. Obviously, knowing guys who were playing in it last year was a lot more enjoyable. So hopefully, we get to see a little more of that next year. But this year, it was a little more weird for me. I didn't know as many guys playing. I knew one kid. It was Curiel from LSU because he went to Olu.
Yeah.
We played against him. But yeah.
No, yeah. Grid series. Only negative I didn't love is I did not love how they had the second game like afternoon Sunday. Personally, I would
Yeah.
have done like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but typical college baseball, typical college sports, all college sports for some reason. There must be a deal that I don't know about that I have to read into, but they all have to be on Mondays. All 3 natties
Mm-hmm.
would have been on Mondays, like if they would have gone to game 3. But LSU, a great ball club. I know Curiel, he is an Orange County kid. Cade Anderson, a shutout on Friday. Incredible season. A potential angel, maybe, on the radar. So we'll see what happens there. Any thoughts for the dog days of summer for baseball before we go into the golf segment?
Yes, I have two things. One,
Okay.
Whoever created those MLB All Star Game home run derby jerseys and hats,
I thought they
those
were fake
are
at first.
hideous. They're hideous. They're hideous.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't
from
matter.
the beginning, doesn't matter because from the beginning of Wrong Side, you can check it out on the website. I wrote an article that said they should bring back the jerseys, and they are bringing them back for the first time since 2019. So I am very excited about that. But I don't know if you know this. There's going to be a weird issue during the All-Star game with 2 American League teams.
2 teams, the Devers.
2 teams in the American League are not going to be wearing gray uniforms. They'll be wearing their alternate uniforms, aka their road uniforms, because they don't have a gray road uniform anymore, and that is the Mariners and the Rays. Because when the Nike deal,
how do the Mariners not have a gray uniform?
Oh, I'm going to explain it to you right now. The Mariners and the Rays, when they sign their Nike contract, you're only allotted 5 uniforms. Or 4 uniforms. You're only allotted 4 uniforms. A home, an away, a throwback, and another alternate.
And you earn the City Connect.
And you earn the City Connect, of course. So that makes it 5. The Mariners decided that they would rather get rid of the gray uniform, keep the blue one, and their throwback one, and another jersey, and get rid of the gray one. The Rays did the same thing because they wanted to keep the Devil Rays jersey. So they kept their blue one. So both if Mariners players or Rays players make the All-Star game, which they will, Cal Raleigh will
always
be in the
won.
All-Star game.
Yep,
There's
always
one. They will be wearing blue uniforms.
Interesting. I did not know that tidbit. I did not know that. Who do you think the starters are going to be? For pitchers,
Starters?
just pitchers.
Pitchers.
We don't have to do the
I'm going to
whole-
go with Paul Skeens versus who's American? Let's go American League. I don't even know. American.
I
League.
think it's gonna be Screwball versus Skeens.
Oh, Screwball Skeens. Yeah, Screwball. Skeens.
Or like crochet maybe. I think he's like the only other option. I think.
Yeah, Screwball Skeens. So that was my first thing about the uniforms. Second thing, pick number 2. Who you taking? I know we're far away still.
We're not that far, but I think it's gonna be either Kate Anderson or Jamie Arnold.
I would like Jamie Arnold.
If Ethan Holiday falls, I would take him, but I don't think he will. If he does, I would take him at 2.
From what I'm hearing, he's not going to fall.
No, I don't think he will either. But
Yeah,
but if he were to, I would take the chance on him.
I agree.
But yeah, okay. So that's our baseball talk for now. Still early in the season, as Christian Moore just K's again.
Of course.
Wrapping up though our sports section for the day though. Golf. I'll let you lead this one. Big
Let's
weekend
do
at
it.
the Travelers. Go ahead.
Huge weekend at the Travelers in Connecticut. We have Captain America Bradley wins the Travelers Championship after a Tommy Fleetwood choke on the green. But everyone thinks Tommy Fleetwood was a little bit screwed on the green because I don't know if you saw the putt. It rolls and then hops up and then goes right. So somebody thinks something was on the green. I think there definitely wasn't something on the green. You're on that green 1,000 times. It's probably just either a leaf or
Weird
it just
play
took
or
a bounce. But no, seeing Keegan Bradley come out there and dominate from behind was awesome. Especially me, who's a huge Ryder Cup fan, with that coming up here in, I think it's in November, December area. It shows me that he's definitely the right guy to be the captain. Personally, I mean, obviously Scotty didn't play great, even though he got like 5th.
He didn't play great, but he was still like 12, 13
right.
under.
Tough to see Tommy Fleetwood lose. That would have been his first win on the tour, which is crazy to think he's never won on tour.
Ever. Just
Ever.
a win.
Never won on tour. Never won. Winless on tour.
I feel like he's always
in the
top,
mix.
or not. Yeah, interesting.
He's always in the mix. Kind of crazy. Thoughts on? Did you watch it all this weekend?
I watched a little on Sunday.
Little on Sunday. Okay, so what are your thoughts? So I think Keegan Bradley, awesome. Happy to see him win. I like him. Good dude. Let's do a little Ryder Cup talk since we're a little further away. And since we're on the topic of Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley announced a year ago today, he was announced on live TV that he was going to be the captain of the Ryder Cup team after being left off the roster when Zach Johnson was the captain. Everyone thinks now, after we see Captain Keegan win at the Travelers, player coach. I've also seen some other interesting things. They said
coach.
the cat. I've heard they want Keegan to possibly resign and qualify by points, and call in Tiger.
Can he make it in points?
Captain. Yeah, he can make it in points. You just got to be in the top 6. He's 9th right now.
Okay. All right, let's see who's on the team right now. Oh, my computer froze. That's good. Let's see. Oh, Trevor Story, game-tying home run. Okay, we got Scotty, Xander, JJ, Russell Henley, Bryson, and Justin Thomas. Okay, Collins in the mix. Keegan's coming. It's close. It's close.
It's close. He's there.
Is Keegan only going to step down if he can make it with points, or when does he have to decide by?
So, I think it's October is when the roster is decided. October is when the roster is decided.
No changes after October.
No changes after October. The roster will be set. So how it works, 6 guys automatically qualify for the team. 6 guys from both.
By points.
By points. So you have the US 6 and the European 6. Scotty's already qualified on the European side or on the American side, and I think Rory's already qualified on the European side. So they've both already qualified.
If you win a major, are you basically qualified?
No. If you win a major, Scotty, his is by world ranking and points.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It's both.
He has 27,000 points.
Yeah, it's by points. It's by points and ranking. But the thing is I think the only way Keegan steps down is if he's in that top 6. If he's not in the top 6, I don't think he'll step down. He'll stay as the captain. But
and then the remaining spots are picked by the captain.
Yes, the remaining 6 spots are picked by each captain.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, looking at it, there are guys on this team I would not choose. I think yes, Scotty, yes, Schauffele, yes, Bryson, yes, JT. Honestly,
are we hosting the next one? Are we the next?
We are hosting this year.
It's this year. It's 2025.
Yeah, we're hosting this year.
Yeah. Okay.
In New York, in Bethpage.
Got it. October. When is it? It's gonna be freezing.
Yeah, it's always freezing during the Ryder Cup.
Okay.
In America, it is. I think personally, and this is a hot take, JJ Spawn, I think, should not be a guaranteed qualifier. Yes, he won a major.
I was shocked. I was shocked he was like vaulted that much, which I don't know if I'm shocked that he vaulted that much or I'm shocked that, man, there's really not a lot of great American golfers right now.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both. A lot of Americans are struggling. It's also tough when you have some of the Americans like Bryson playing on live, so you don't get to see it as often.
Does he get points though for that? Probably not.
No, he only gets points for
PGA events.
PGA events that he's allowed to play in.
Got it. Okay. Do you think we can win?
I think we can win. They don't have a strong enough bottom half to beat us, I think our bottom half is better than theirs. Right now, if they were to pick their team right now and they were to just go straight off rankings.
Shane Lowry would make the team?
There would be Rory McIlroy, Tommy Fleetwood, Tyrrell Hatton, Rob McIntyre, Shane Lowry, Sepp Straka, Rasmus Højgaard, Ludwig Oberg, Justin Rose, Victor Hovland, Thomas Dittrey, and Matt Wallace.
That's a pretty good team.
That would be their team.
That's a pretty good team.
And then our team, obviously you read most of the guys earlier, but I think I think we can win. I don't know if we will though. I mean, if we don't win in America, it'd be a disaster. It'd be back-to-back losses in Ryder Cups. So who knows? Who knows?
Interesting.
I think that it's going to be interesting. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait. I can't wait for the team to come out. We got the Rocket this weekend, Rocket Mortgage. So that'll be a fun one. On the LPGA side, Minjee Lee wins the Women's PGA Championship for her third major win. She is the sister of Minwoo Lee.
Oh, so, very cool.
Kind of cool to see her win.
Very cool.
Interesting. She's got more major wins than he does, but funny to see. But yeah, that's kind of what I have on the golf side of it. I think, we got some tournaments coming up and some bigger ones here in the broad future. Very, very big ones coming up.
No, yeah, golf's been great as of late. A lot of fun tournaments. Obviously, I just looked. Ryder Cup September, a lot closer than you think. So you said October that team might be set. It's gonna be over by then. But it's gonna be a fun tournament. Hopefully, Scotty and the boys can get going, get hot. I would like Keegan Bradley to play, but if he's the captain, it's not gonna hurt unless he steps down for Tiger. That's kind of the.
They were saying that if he's the player captain, he can't ride in the golf cart. You have to watch.
I saw that, which is kind of funny. So yeah, Ryder Cup's gonna be great, gonna be awesome. Golf's been great. Baseball's on now. It's the baseball summer. We have an NBA champion. Things are heating up. And guess what? Almost football time. After July 4th, it's going to be the next month. After next time we're back, it's going to be the next month. There's going to be football at the end of August.
Am I sick for getting excited for preseason football games?
No, absolutely not. Don't worry. That's totally normal. Totally normal. I want to say let's look it up. I want to say the Hall of Fame game has got to be July 31st. So we're almost a month away from a football game. That's sick. Looking at the Hall of Fame game date. But a lot of stuff going on. A lot of fun going on in Minnesota, Boston, everywhere. Now, though, we're going to do a quick ad read and read from a message from our sponsor for Clutch Moment of the Week. Our Clutch Moment of the Week today is brought to you by Shore Metals, serving Southern California since 1970. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. See Stan, he'll help you out. Jake, what do we got? Clutch Moment of the Week.
My clutch moment of the week goes out to Kai Cenat, streamer and YouTuber, finally getting one of my old favorite YouTubers, Cash Nasty, big LeBron James, big NBA fan, finally getting him to meet LeBron James in person, just to see that kind of full circle moment for me, as that being one of my old favorite YouTubers and watching him be such a big LeBron fan, being able to finally meet him in person at Fanatics Fest was just so awesome to see finally that come to fruition.
Yeah, I saw a post about that. What's the backstory just for myself? I really don't know most of it.
For you and for everybody else, Cash Nasty started out as an NBA 2K YouTuber, and he was just big LeBron James fan, just was a huge LeBron fan when he started, had collected so many jerseys. He had like the LeBron bedspread, like the one where it looks like wearing the uniform, and he had all like LeBron collectibles and shoes, and and the thing that really kind of set him off was about 2-3 years ago, two other YouTubers, Christopher London and Jester the Laser, two other old YouTubers that I used to watch, were at NBA All-Star Weekend, and they got a fist bump with LeBron and got to meet LeBron during the All-Star game. And Cash saw the video of them on Twitter, and then it was actually on his computer, and he broke his computer.
Okay.
So, I mean, this goes back years, and so getting to see that finally happen, especially in person, and especially getting at Fanatics Fest was even cooler, because LeBron doesn't have to accept those calls from people, but he decided to do such a nice thing. And there was even a second video. Not only was him dapping him up, saying hi, talking to him for a couple minutes, but there was also like LeBron said to him, "Hey, a long time coming," for them to meet. So that was cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then after LeBron left, when he was leaving in his car, he was like, "Hey, Cash, see ya," and then did the crown emoji towards him.
Wow, full circle. Good stream. Yeah, the Fanatics Fest, I've been looking. Looked like it was a great weekend. Would definitely love to make it out there maybe next year or something like that, because it's so close now. Awesome. But yeah, very cool. Jeets was there. Hopefully he's there next year, maybe if I go. But yeah, saw some videos. Looks very fun. Even saw Joe Burrow and Sketch. I saw that as well. That was another one.
Sketch was there. He was dressed as Johnny Manziel. I don't know if you saw
that. I did see that as well. For me, two clutch moments. One wholesome. Actually, I'm only going to do one. I think I said it last week, so I'm only doing one. Clutch moment of the week, though, going to go to Meg. Meg, today, while we're recording this, it's her first night at the hospital. Started residency today. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. Got here. She left today. She's got nights for the first month, so that'll be very interesting. But starting her first day of residency, so clutch moment of the week, Meg.
Is this are we talking 7 to 7? Is this what's the
she said
time-wise?
Yeah, she said today that so she went early today to meet some of her other residents that are a year older than her, because they wanted to get coffee before. So they she got there early at 5. Course. But I think a regular day, I'm pretty sure, is 6:30 to about 8:39. So like with
Okay.
sign out and everything. So a long shift, 6 p.m.
Those are long,
to
yeah.
6:30 p.m. to like 8 a.m. So we're basically, I was making fun this weekend that we're going to be like high fiving each other on the way in and out the door as the
Right.
days go on for the next month.
I'm
So
sure.
that'll be very interesting. And yeah, that's my clutch moment of the week.
Shout out Meg. Shout out Kai Cenat. Now kicking it to outside the lines. Now wrapping up with outside the lines, starting off with everybody's favorite tone deaf person of the week. Michael, who's your tone deaf person of the week?
It hurts me to say. It is me, but not for the reason being it's going to be embarrassing. Disgusting.
Was there an airplane issue? Were you the airplane issue?
Airport issue. Set the backstory. Flew home for 36 hours. No big deal. Flew there, landed, had to do some stuff on Thursday with my old team. No big deal. Had a great dinner, drank at dinner. Friday was obviously tired, so like woke up, filled up my water bottle, got my water, had some coffee, was just hanging out with my team in the morning. And when I was coming back from Cleveland, my bag got pulled, like when you're going through TSA, and I was like, what the heck?
Right,
What's
yeah.
going on? And apparently they said I couldn't fly with my lighter, but I've flown with it like multiple times. Like I flew with it there to Cleveland for the cigars. I've flown with it back from Tennessee. I've flown with it to see Meg once when we had like cigars with her friends. So like very weird. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Lost the lighter. Bummer. This week though, flying home, bag gets pulled again. And I was like, what the hell? I have literally nothing in my backpack. I have my laptop, like a snack, and a notebook. And lo and behold, there it was. A little quarter of a water bottle, still filled. It was like my not Yeti, but like Hydro, whatever.
Right.
But they were like, oh, this is still enough. You got to dump it. And I was like, oh my God, like what an idiot. Like I thought I finished the water, like so dumb, held up the line, just so embarrassing after all then. And just so pathetic, so embarrassing. I was like totally like buying into the bit, but like making the TSA agents laugh. Like, no, it's okay. Like it happens all the time. Like, no, it doesn't happen all the time. Like this is so bad, so embarrassing, disgusting. And they were like, no, really, like laughing. Like it happens. Like everybody does that. I go, yeah, that's the problem. Like everybody does it. Like you shouldn't be doing this. Like that's the issue. So yeah, tone deaf was me. Very embarrassing.
That's pretty bad. Especially you and I, both big judgers of airport class and just how people held themselves in the airport, and
disgusting.
You being the lone behold problem on that trip. That's brutal, man.
Just by myself, I was so embarrassed. I was one of the worst days of my life.
That's pretty bad.
So, but yeah, that's what's going on. How about yourself? Tone deaf.
I'm going to go with mine is completely different from yours. Mine's not myself. My tone deaf person of the week. You and I both hate this person, and I'm definitely some other of our listeners hate this person as well. Ron Washington is my tone deaf person of the week.
Oh no, he's sick.
Ron Washington has some health issues right now. I get it. I hope he feels better. But it seemed like he was healthy enough to sit in the owner's suite and eat chicken wings while we were losing a ball game.
Yeah,
If you're not healthy enough to sit in the dugout, you're not healthy enough to eat chicken wings in the owner's suite.
Okay, that's respectable. That's like a fair point.
Totally get it.
Talking about the owner's suite, and him eating. By chance, did you see what he was wearing in the owner's suite?
He was wearing his game day sweatshirt and hat.
No, and pants. It was full uni.
That's even worse. That makes my point even more valid.
It was full uni. It was so sad. I actually feel bad because I know he's had some health problems, so that is very tough. But I did see
I feel bad for him.
I did see the videos of him full uni eating chicken. That was a tough look. Like, should probably just go home, like relax.
Right. Don't get me wrong. If you're in full uni eating chicken wings in your own house, go ahead. But in the stadium, in the owner's suite, 10 times
Bad luck.
worse.
Yeah, bad luck. Yeah. That was a rough look. Yeah, I did see that. The full uni, I think, made it better. I think I honestly forgave him for eating it because he was in full
No.
uni. Like he was ready to go. He wanted his number to be called. So okay, very interesting. Okay, that's a good tone deaf. Okay, let's wrap it up though. Now, right side, wrong side. What do we got?
Yeah, I got 2 rights and I got, I think, 2 wrongs, but I'll start with the 2 rights first. First right is going to be Olivia's coming into town on Thursday to come visit me.
Nice,
So
nice.
that'll be nice. Go to a couple
Just for the long
dinners.
week, like a weekend or like.
Yeah, Thursday through Sunday again.
Okay.
So we'll hang out. We'll go to dinner once or twice. We might even go to we might even go to St. Paul Saints minor league baseball on Friday night.
Okay. Okay.
Because the Twins go on the road after this. So that's first right side. Second right side, we have a company team event tomorrow night.
Team wide event.
Yeah, team wide event tomorrow with all the interns and some of the younger bosses in the company. We are going to the Twins game tomorrow. Speaking of that, we're going to the Twins game and we're going to sit in the 3M suite.
Wow, wow. What do you
Food
know
not
where that is?
included.
Did you ask? Oh, food, of course, of course.
But it's right behind the dish.
Nice, nice. Who they playing?
And I get to watch the even more impressive, the race for 40 homers before the All-Star break. The Mariners are in town. So I'll get to see Cal Raleigh
Okay,
play.
yeah, Cal Raleigh homeward again today, number 31, on fire. I saw a stat that he's like 270 while he hits 270 while he catches, but or like 290 while he catches because he's hitting like 270 and like 152 when he DHs. So an insane split of like catching a DH. But okay, that'll be fun. Good pitchers. Do you know who's pitching yet or not yet?
I can tell you right now, actually. Hold on one second. Oh, shit. I had a better tone deaf, but it's okay.
It's all right. Let's
It's
see who they play tomorrow.
Ober
Okay.
versus Wu.
Whoa. Okay, that's a good matchup. That'll be a
Not a
good
bad
game.
matchup. Yeah, so that'll
good
be
game.
fun.
Okay.
Going with the whole intern team, so that'll be a good time. Yeah, behind the dish. So, I mean, free tickets is free tickets at the end of the day, so I'll take it.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. Good game.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Wrong side, though, the weather has been brutal here. It's
hot,
either been
humid, or rainy, or all of the above.
All the above. It's been rainy. Probably every morning I walk out to my car is drenched, and then it's 95 degrees by the afternoon.
Wow.
So it's been some rough weather lately. Definitely have both fans going in the room. Make sure I'm nice and cool, but it still gets a little warm.
Nice. Yeah, that is a bad wrong side. Yeah, it was hot. It's getting hot this week in Boston, and it didn't rain today. This was the first weekend in 13 weeks no rain on Saturday, so that was very interesting. But the rain, the weather, the summer humidity has definitely come into play for a lot of states lately. So that's certainly something. Okay, those are good ones. Right side for me. This week working, obviously gonna be busy, but gonna be fun because Thursday I actually bought a ticket for myself, just going by myself. I'm gonna come from an after work happy hour. I'm going to watch The Dozen at the House of Blues next to Fenway.
Let's go.
So hopefully my happy hour is done by like 6:30, because then once I get there, I can like get done and then go out, and I have to come home and drop my bag off. Like I'm dropping my bag. I have to drop my bag off at home because I can't like take the bag with me. So I have to like walk home quickly, drop it off, go to Fenway real quick, hop on the train and go. But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Been watching it for a while. Hopefully I can go. Like I really hope nothing like gets in the way where I have to like cancel my ticket, because I bought the insurance just in case, but like God forbid.
I think you gotta leave that happy hour early, regardless. Come on.
No, I know. So I'm excited. That'll be very fun. Looks like a good Final Four. All the Barstool guys will be there, so that'll be exciting. Wrong side though, busy season coming up again. Obviously, transferred offices, joining a new team. July and a little bit of August, end of June will be really busy. So back into a busy season grind for the next month. So that's gonna stink, but I'm excited. Hopefully, can get close to my team, meet them. I'm excited for the rest of it.
There you go. Those are two good. That's a good right side and not a terrible wrong side. I mean, it's work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just work, so that's a bummer. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. Another great episode. Hopefully, some fun pictures, stuff coming up the next week for July 4th. Are you going to Columbus for July 4th? Are you staying here?
Jake Sharber will be in Kettering, Ohio for July 4th, ladies and gentlemen.
Kettering, Ohio. Okay, I'll be here. I think Joe Juza is actually coming for July 4th, coming for a couple days.
Oh, very nice.
So that'll be going on here. A little Red Sox Reds while I'm off that week.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So yeah, very exciting times. We're definitely excited. Next week, though, July 4th week, I think the 4th is a Friday, but next week we're not going to have an episode due to the holiday week. A lot of people taking it off, busy schedules, just kind of give us our week off, and we'll be back after that. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great 4th of July. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. We have a new NBA champion. We talked about the draft. Jake's living it up in Minnesota. Boston's getting busy. Fun week, fun episode. Thank you guys for listening. Happy Wrong Side Wednesday, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Oh. Did you freeze?
Froze. No, you froze.
Oh, you froze.
Oh, you froze on my end.
Oh, okay. Okay. Should we say that again, maybe?
Just one more time, probably.
Okay, I'll say it. What was the last thing you said? Oh, that's fun.
I said Jake Sharber. We talked July 4th.
Kettering. Okay.
I said I'm going to Kettering.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, a lot of fun things coming up. Joe's coming to Boston. Jake's going to Kettering. Jake's working hard in Minnesota. I'm working hard out here. Boston's been great. It's been a fun time. Everything's going well. Barstool this week for the dozen. No episode next week again, like I said, for the holiday, with the holiday being that Friday. So we're going to take the week off. Busy schedules. Everyone relax. But that'll be great. We'll be back in 2 more weeks. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great Wednesday. Happy Wrong Side Wednesday. Have a great July 4th, and we'll see you after that.
Stay blessed.